Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, not really, no.
So what kind of things went through your head? What emotions were you feeling when you watched that?
It was sick. It was weird.
It made you feel sick?
Man.
Yeah. Did you think about maybe like the animals on your plate? Did you think about how they're in there because like of the food choices that people make?
I'm not gonna lie. Talking to someone, like, I've been through a lot of PTSD. I don't think about none of that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, animals go through PTSD too, and the people who work in there also do. I have PTSD as well, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Watching shit like that do make me like think about it though now. Like seeing it. But to be honest, like I think tomorrow that shit gonna be out the window.
Really? So you mentioned that you know what it feels like to have PTSD, to go through traumas. Do you do that to other people because that happened to you? Like, do you think that's okay? You're a loner?
Yeah, that's why I stay away from people for that.
I'm so sorry to hear that. We think that it's not okay for us to do that to others, right? The animals, they go through the same type of things. They see other animals getting killed right in front of them. You know, it scares them. They smell the blood. They try to run, and then we split their throat, right? You said it's really hard to watch. If it's not good enough for your eyes, it shouldn't be good enough for your stomach. You don't have to do that to anyone. And we're here to give you that information. And there's an app called Happy Cow. There's vegan options everywhere you go. It's just as delicious, even healthier, a lot of studies show. So there's no reason for us to exploit others. And you saying that you're lonely, like, it would be really cool if you connected with those emotions that you felt when you were watching that and make decisions based on that and get involved with our community, with like-minded people who are open-hearted, who want to make good things happen in the world. You know what I mean? There's good people out there that you can connect with. And I think that when you make good decisions, you align with those type of people, you know what I mean? No matter where you come from. So what do you think would stop you tomorrow from at least exploring choosing more compassionate meals to see what it would be like and realize it's not as hard as you think it is?
The words in my mouth. I never said that I think it's hard.
I
never said I think it's hard.
Okay.
to go vegan. I never said
Oh, you don't think it's hard? Okay, cool.
Don't believe that.
That's good because it's not.
It's a healthy option. I have friends that's vegan. What would make me go vegan? I mean, does fish count?
Yes. Fish, we suffocate them, we drag them out of the ocean. They feel pain just like us. I just went to Beyond Sushi yesterday. It tasted just like salmon. Like, there's
what? What is
vegan salmon at Beyond Sushi.
Yeah.
Beyond Sushi is a totally vegan restaurant. You can literally have anything, like steak, anything that you used to eat, you can get vegan. It tastes just as good.
Give it a try, but you know.
I love to hear that. Remember that every time you buy an animal product, you're paying for them to be exploited in order to take that product from them. I want those images to stick in your head because that's what you're paying for. And if you want to be a conscious consumer and create, stop harming animals and start standing up for them, I really encourage you to go vegan. There's plenty of resources on there. Watch the first link on that link tree to see the full documentary of what you just watched just now. And then it'll show you some places around here that you can try out. So if you have any questions, my socials are also on there. It was really nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful life, okay?
I might hand that back to you and see if I can do some outreach myself.
Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you. Did you get a sandwich or chocolate or something?
No, but it's okay.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
Would you like to have a conversation about what you just watched?
I'm okay, but it gave me lots to think about.
All right. Well, I recommend watching the full documentary. First link on there. Changed my life 5 years ago. You can look at places to eat for the second one. And just remember that every time you buy something that was an animal product, you are hurting them. And you don't have to do that. You can live happy, healthy, delicious lifestyle and be vegan and stand up for the animals.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
We're talking about what you saw on the screen, how it made you feel, and if you're against animal abuse. And
I'm very much clearly against that. I still feel disgusted. It's like normal. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I mean, it's definitely going to make me enjoy this more.
right?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it's like, whoa, hot, cold. Yeah, I think I mean, yeah, I agree. No, is it reasonable if somebody's running out of food and they have to grow a chicken and eat it themselves? Yes.
So
But at mass production, it's not even necessary. Imagine working there, though.
yes,
Imagine working.
I actually have a podcast, and the first
I've
dude.
been in like a butcher house before. Like,
You've been in one before?
I mean, bueno, la carniceria is just like every town has one big shop where most of the meat comes from, and you walk in there and it doesn't smell nice.
No, it does not. Yeah, the animals have to live in that. The people have to work there. A lot of times, like in slaughterhouses, they get people who come from other countries and they'll get deployed unless they work in that place.
Yeah. So
they're forced to stay there and get
like
PTSD.
so like we're taking like the land for like big, stupid, awesome buildings. What about farming? Like, you know, how could we possibly? What if we focus on a solution? Like, what if we farm? Right. I
So
want to farm. Do people like farming?
if we were to just use 75% less of the land for a vegan farming, because if we only feed ourselves, it's a lot less resources.
Yeah.
That's why it's subsidized by taxes, our farming system is, because when we eat animals, it's way more resource intensive. It's like 80% more water for the animals to drink up until slaughter.
Yeah.
And it's 75% more land, so many more plants.
So
It's actually,
no agriculture. Yes, agriculture.
yes, I would love to see like vertical farming.
Yo. Where I have pictures on my walls
Yeah.
of all these buildings, but they all have a flat roof. I was
Yes.
talking to my partner about it. I was like, what if we got
Like
what if we
earth
got,
ships.
I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, earth ships is like, it's what you're talking about, where it's like, you try to make the building like you trap your water, use it for the plants first,
That'd
then
be
you
awesome.
drink it. I'm totally about environmentalism, and veganism is the way to go for that.
Cool. I could have my farm and the city life in the same place. I don't have to leave the city, but I could also chill.
Yeah.
No mosquitoes or bugs.
I'm with you, dude.
Yeah.
But so I do have to have a conversation, come back to like the animal rights part.
Yeah.
But do you think that animals deserve rights? And I'm not talking about in a survival situation. Of course we do. We have to do a survival situation. Like if somebody's on a plane.
Animals, of course, deserve rights. You know how many people? So I do a lot of dog sitting. Most people don't even, like, for example, breeding more dogs.
Have a great one. You too.
Instead of getting the strays.
Yes, we should adopt, not shop.
Yeah, animal rights 100%. Especially in New York City, there's no reason for anybody to
Exactly.
make the trees. Maybe there'll be less pollen if we let the other ones catch the pollen and actually grow fruit.
You're educated.
Yeah, I know some stuff. Yeah.
So, when it comes to veganism, I just want to give you the definition of it. So it's about what's practical and probable. It's avoiding exploitation of animals for any purpose, including entertainment, for things like that.
Circus.
Yeah, no circus. So avoiding treating animals as commodities wherever possible and practical in our lives, right? So like if we were in a survival situation, we might even hurt a human in order to eat them, right?
Yeah.
So it's about recognizing that animals' pain and suffering in their lives matter just as ours do. You know what I mean? So I encourage you to try out veganism for at least 2 weeks.
I eat avocado toast every day.
Yeah.
That's I swear to God, it's my thing. Avocado toast, and a piece of bread
Yeah.
with butter. I mean, I don't know, the avocado's pretty good.
Try the vegan butter.
Vegan butter. Okay.
Yeah. Anything that you eat animal-based, look for the vegan recipe or the vegan version. I swear it tastes even better.
Yeah.
Well, actually, some things are less affordable, some things are more affordable depending on the brand, just like meat.
I would be 100% vegan if all the meals were provided to me. I would. I
Yeah.
would have zero issue with being vegan.
Well,
Completely.
the
You know, it's
cheapest
also
way to
nice.
eat,
Yeah.
the cheapest way to eat is whole food plant-based. So if you buy like bagged beans and boil them,
I feel like if we
And,
took out, like for McDonald's, we'd probably do a very good, that would probably remove a lot of meat processing.
yeah.
Movement in a certain area at least. Right? Because
We've got the Impossible Whopper now, so we're getting there, but
yeah, I know, but like you got like 70% of the inventory.
yeah.
It's like
Well, people like me and you who know the truth, who has compassion, need to reach other people with compassion. We need to change demand, and then that's how we make the shift. I appreciate your time so much. Thank you for stopping and talking to me. Was that your first time witnessing footage like that?
Honestly, no, but it's like my first time seeing it, like, all these peaceful methods, and that's different animals talk about.
What do you think would be like a less gruesome way to kill someone?
Honestly, I don't think it's a lesser way of killing somebody. Like, obviously it is, but like the way how it was shown in the video about the carbon chamber or whatever that was, that is actually suffocating somebody. It's like the pain is making the pig like slowly trying to get their last breath, and it's burning their eyes and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's a crazy method. I didn't even know until today.
Yeah, so there isn't really any good method, right? We have to slit their throat, shoot them in the head, take away their life. Even if we gave them a good life before killing them, if we don't have to do that, and we can get our nutrients from plants and eat things that taste even identical to them with the technology we have today, it's healthier for us, better for the environment.
Yeah.
You know, why wouldn't we want to do that? We don't have to look at animals as commodities. And so that's why we're here showing this footage for people who've never thought about like the victim on their plate. You know what I mean? So would you say that you're against animal abuse? Sounds like you are.
Definitely I am. Even though I still do indulge in eating meats or different type of food as well, it's just like something in the back of my mind. So I do feel sluggish from consuming certain foods like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's good for the human health at all, because the way how the food is prepared, it's not the same as before. Like, or oh man, what's the word I'm looking for?
Process.
Yeah, like more processed, actually. More processed. I don't want to use that word, but in the way they're using it to make it more processed, they gain revenue over that.
Yeah, you're right. Because it stays on the shelf for longer, right?
Yeah.
They can sell it for a longer amount of time. Things don't go bad. They make more profit. You know what I mean? We get to personally choose what we want to invest in, you know, with our health, and we can do that on any type of diet. When it comes to like, you know, veganism or non-veganism, they're like, you can eat whole food, plant-based as a vegan, and that's actually the healthiest diet that we know of when it comes to modern science. So you don't have to eat the processed food, but it's still better to eat vegan chicken than regular chicken. Why? Because it doesn't have cholesterol in it. We're isolating the protein, and certain processes are horrible for your body, and other processes aren't nearly as bad. It might not come packed with all the nutrients that whole food diet does. But either way, whether you're a meat eater or a vegan, most people do eat processed food. So that's about personal diet, right? So veganism isn't about diet. You can be healthy or unhealthy as a vegan or a non-vegan. So veganism is about not exploiting others and changing the way that we view animals from being objects and commodities to sentient beings who deserve rights, and for us not to harm them, because we can live happy and healthy without that, eating just as delicious food. If you don't believe me, I would love if you would try it out for at least 2 weeks. I bet you'll feel better. I know the first 2 weeks of me going vegan, I felt the healthiest I've ever felt in my life. And the most important part is that I knew that I wasn't hurting anyone anymore. You know what I mean? Every time you buy an animal product, every time you go to like a circus or animal entertainment, you're paying someone to treat them as a commodity, and inevitably, inherently in those practices, they are being hurt, as what you saw on the screen. So did this make you think a little bit more? Do you think you'll try it out?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah. And I went to start changing up my diet for myself, because I've also been feeling too sluggish after the past 3 months, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I recommend whole food, plant-based then. You know what I mean? But either way you go, please don't harm anyone. I appreciate you for stopping today. Have a wonderful life.
Answer, they come around once. They used to come around one a week. I don't know if that was their name, but it was they had people there with masks on. Like,
Oh, AV, Anonymous for the Voiceless.
yeah, anonymous.
Yeah, it's very similar organization. Yeah, we show the same footage. Yep.
Yeah, I knew the animals were like that. Wow, it's very cruel.
Yeah, it's so cool. Can you imagine a way to kill someone that isn't cruel though?
Yeah, well, there's probably more cruel ways and less cruel ways. They don't care.
Yeah.
Not their, they don't care how much pain the animal's in that video.
That is true. They care about profit more than welfare, but I don't think that there is a nice way to take someone's life if we don't have to.
Oh,
right? Yeah. So have you ever heard of like veganism?
Oh, that's the people who don't eat meat at all, right?
Yep. No meat, no eggs, no dairy, nothing that commodifies an animal and treats them like an object, because they have emotions, they have pain receptors just like we do. And those are the same reasons why we don't want to hurt each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy people, yeah.
Exactly. And so have you seen like more plant-based, more vegan options around in recent years?
Maybe, but I haven't followed that much. I haven't really ate like hamburgers in a while, right? I used to go to Burger King, but I wasn't crazy about it. And they say it's not very good for you too.
Yeah.
And,
They have the Impossible Whopper now, though, so you can eat vegan.
I would eat eggs in the morning, but I wouldn't, eat and occasionally if I ate meat, it would be a chicken, but that was rare. I mean, last time I had a hamburger probably was 4 or 5 months ago.
Really? Okay.
It's a good while ago.
Yeah.
And I see about the animals just from what's the other one? Voiceless Anonymous.
Anonymous with Voiceless, yeah.
Yeah, see how cruel and
Yeah.
it's mass killing without any consent.
Yeah, no consent. I don't think that any animal would consent to being killed at all, right?
Oh yes.
And so we don't believe in using any type of animal products at all. So we use like vegan meats instead. They don't have cholesterol in them. They're healthier for us. But the healthiest way to eat is whole food, plant-based. So like when you go to like Chipotle, like get the beans instead of like the sofritas, the tofu instead of the meat in order to stop that from happening. So we don't pay someone to do what you saw on the screen.
Too, when I say I eat chicken, I haven't had chicken in a while.
Yeah. So what do you eat then usually?
A lot of times I'll eat, my favorite dish is pizza.
Pizza.
And I'll have some bran in the morning or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to have eggs and everything in the morning. But I didn't figure that was killing chicken.
Yeah, and the male chicks, they go straight into a blender because they don't produce eggs. So they're like a waste product to the industry. It's disgusting. You can always make like scrambled tofu. There's vegan eggs now.
Some information on this?
Of course. So use your phone, hover over that with your camera and click on the link that comes up. And it'll take you to a link tree. The first link is what you just watched, but the full documentary. So you know about the industries, why they do what they do.
Okay.
And how there's
I'm not good with the food. Okay.
I know.
My picture on my phone just will give me some information.
Yep, you just put your camera up, you just hold it, and you click on the link. Okay. And it will take you right to the link tree where you have a plethora of resources. The second one is Happy Cow. It'll show you vegan restaurants around so you can explore vegan options. And so I just ask you when you eat your brand in the morning, use plant-based milks. There's way more options, because in the dairy industry, they're raped, their babies are taken away from them in order to steal their milk.
Okay, I didn't,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know all of that, but I definitely didn't like eating because it's all about the animals, just from Voiceless Anonymous.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't good, but it's I figured I wasn't killing them for eating milk because they made it out.
So just figure out what your favorite plant-based milk is. I like coconut, especially for morning stuff like that. Pizza, just try to get like vegan cheese for it, like Screamers. It's a completely vegan pizza place around here. If you just Google vegan restaurants, you'll find them.
Pizza though, that's not taking.
Has dairy in it, yeah.
It does, a regular slice?
Yeah, cheese. Cheese has dairy in it. It's made of cow's milk.
Okay.
So if it's from an animal, you're hurting an animal.
Now,
that's the baseline.
Every pizza have dairy in it? I don't know.
No, there's vegan pizzas all over the place now.
Regular slice that has dairy in it.
Like cheese pizza, if it's dairy cheese.
Pizza on 6th Avenue with the dollar pizza, that has dairy in it?
Yeah. I don't know if they have a vegan option or not. I haven't went there, but.
Okay, I'll have to learn about that.
Thank you so much.
No, really, that was very brutal.
Yes, and we don't think about it. We don't see it. That's why we're here speaking up for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. It's like the same thing with Voiceless Anonymous. And they don't vote, so they'll never get to speaking up, That's the thing. It's a sad reality,
Yeah. So the chocolate you have, that doesn't have any dairy in it. It uses plant-based, it uses oat milk. Thank you for looking into it.
Okay, nice.
Try some more vegan options, stick to it.
Okay, what is your name? What it says?
Paige. My socials are on there as well.
Oh, okay, great.
Everything's on there.
Oh, listen, you have a very, very good voice.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful life and go vegan for the animals.
Okay, thank you. I can't say I'm going to go that, but I'm definitely going to take into advice what you say.
Yeah, it can be hard to imagine ourselves cutting out something completely when we don't know what it's going to be like for us. But when you try it, if you try to go all vegan for 2 weeks, I think you're going to see how easy it is and remember what you saw on the screen and know that you don't want to contribute to that ever again.
so hard to, it's so easy to get a quart of milk, but it's so hard to get vegan stuff.
No, you go to any grocery store, they have oat milk, coconut milk.
Oh, okay.
You just have to look instead of going to the same thing you already know. Find something new, and then you go to that every time instead.
Okay, well, Paige, thank you.